Hey folks, Malforian here with another Dev Diary. It is Dev Diary 100 for Crusader Kings 3, and it's all about the royal journey. It's actually quite a small Dev Diary this week. I kind of expected it to be a little bit larger with it being the 100th edition of it, but here we are. It's just going to cover kind of what the next steps are for content, also some little teasers on future content coming for free in the next small update, and yeah, some other cool stuff like that. So we're just going to get into it. Like I say, it shouldn't be a long video, but if you enjoy the video today, if you hit that like button, it helps other people find this content in the future. And if you're new to the channel and it's your first video, if you subscribe, I cover all the dev diaries for Crusader Kings. I also do some narrative campaigns and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're just going to get into it. So Fate of Iberia was released just last week. It certainly was. And we hope that you're all enjoying Shaping the Peninsula. Definitely am. I did a little vote on the channel the other day, and people seem to be enjoying this flavor pack. I think the flavor packs overall have gone over quite well with players, so yeah, it's good to see another successful one. Anyhow, we're hard at work at 1.6.1, so they're going to be obviously releasing a patch with some bug fixes, some balancing. I wonder if they'll speed up how quick the struggle happens, because from the gameplay I've done so far, it seems not slow, but I don't know whether we could go through more cycles quicker of it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, but they might do that. And they're also going to be adding some free goodies, and they will cover that later on, so we'll get to that bit in a minute. We're also working on a fix for those of you who can't start the game. So I know a couple of people mentioned in my previous videos that they still can't launch the DLC. There's an issue with it. They're hoping to get that fixed, I think, this week. But they don't say when 1.6.1 is going to come out, but they have said that fix will be out before that happens. I think they did a tweet saying it was being tested at the moment, so hopefully that's out soon. It's a bit annoying to try play it and you can't do so, so hopefully that is fixed for all of you that it is affecting. With the Fate of Iberia in your hands, we've now concluded the Royal Edition. We're so overjoyed to see many of you playing and enjoying the game. Please give us feedback. So for those of you who aren't aware, the Royal Edition was like an upgraded version of the base game at launch, and it gave you 2 flavor packs and 1 expansion for a reduced cost for if you bought them separately. So that's how we knew Fate of Iberia was going to be a flavor pack, because the Royal Edition said it was going to be 2 flavor packs and an expansion. So it'd be interesting to see in the future how they're going to do that. Are we going to kind of get a similar, it's not like a battle pass, but it kind of works that way. Are they going to do another like season where maybe you pay up front and you get an expansion and 2 flavor packs again, the same? I think it worked quite well. I actually quite like all the content we've had. I think the flavor packs are definitely the winners. The expansion pack was good, the Royal Court. I think it got bad reception at the time. I think that was solved a little bit by letting tribal nations use the Royal Court as well. That was definitely a little bit weird when it launched, but the flavor packs are definitely the highlight. So I kind of hope they keep to this cadence of 2 flavor packs and expansion. I mean, who knows? Next expansion might be amazing, and we'll be like, can every DLC be an expansion because it's so good? But I do like the focused flavor packs, like we've had Spain and the Northern Lords. So be interesting to see how they do that. They do say here they've got many plans, both big and small. They won't go into detail yet, but I imagine they're going to, in the next couple of weeks or months, at least give us a tease of what's coming next. They're going to take a long, hard look at what they've done since the release of CK3. And then I guess deciding how they want to go. There was a crazy gap between the first flavor pack and the expansion. They've acknowledged that, and there were many reasons why. So I don't think we'll see such a large gap in the future. But yeah, we'll be interested to see how quickly we get expansions. Are we going to join like HOI 4 and EU 4 with a lot of expansions quite quickly, or like at least DLC packs? Or are they going to keep to how they said originally when the game launched? They wanted to do less DLC, but it'd be bigger. Hopefully they keep to that, because I like to say, I think the flavor packs and the expansion have been really, really good. Really excellent content added to the game. So I kind of hope they keep the way they've been going, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. And then, yeah, they're just going to show off now some free DLC again, like I say, in the next small update when they do the bug fixes and all that kind of stuff. For owners of Fate of Iberia, we're adding a few religiously flavored events around Sephardic Jews. I'm totally butchered that name. Conversos, the direction of mosques, and so on. I mean, the direction of mosques is a pressing issue, with interesting choices of how to handle various situations. Here's one. We don't want to spoil them all, which is good. So yeah, it looks like this first one is for people who have Fate of Iberia, the DLC. I'm not sure about the rest. They don't mention, but they kind of seem like ones that would be updates for everyone. But we'll see, obviously, when they talk about this update more in the future before it comes out. So yeah, you have an event here about rotating an entire building, which is pretty wild, but we'll see how that plays out once it's in the game. Outside of Hispania, but still in its vicinity, we're doing a small update to the Canary Isles, who will, among other things, receive their own pagan faith and some monolithic ambitions. So, yeah, this is the new... I don't know if there's a new culture, the Ganache culture. I'm not sure without checking in game. I'm not sure if this culture already exists or it's just getting an update or it's new to the game. It doesn't exactly say. Like I say, without checking in game, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's getting some updates at least. And then this new unreformed North African faith. So this is new. This is pretty cool. It'd be a nice campaign to try spread this faith off the Isles and see how far you can get. So yeah, as monolithic constructions enable the construction of megaliths in temple holdings and great megaliths in duchy capitals, which gives you +5 advantage for your knights. Development growth on hills +15%, that's pretty good. Holding taxes in hills +10%, and levy size in hills 30%. So I suppose if you did this and then expanded into like that northwest part of Africa where there's quite a lot of hills, like Morocco kind of area, this would be pretty nice bonuses, to be honest. And then you could do Great Megalith, and this gives you at the level 1 +1.1 tax, some piety, renown, naval speed, everyone's favorite buff, monthly learning lifestyle experience +10%, development growth +15% as well, all holdings in this duchy. So you could stack this surely with them small megaliths. They give you +15 development, and then this would also increase it by 15. So yeah, some nice development growth, and then just a popular opinion modifier. So that's cool, and like a nice little mini flavor DLC for the Canary Isles there. And then this is the big one that I wasn't expecting. We're adjusting how feudalism works for West African spheres, enabling rulers to transition out of tribal government while retaining their native faiths without requiring them to reform those faiths. This is a better model methods of urbanization and centralization in West Africa, though they will also retain access to the old path too. So I think this is saying this is more like historically accurate how they kind of feudalized and kept their old religions, because at the moment you do need to reform your have a reformed religion to adopt feudal ways, but they have kept both ways in. So if you do want to do it the old way, you can do, or this new way is available as well. I like this where they give you both options. More options for the player is always fantastic. And then, yeah, these are the new ways. So, yeah, you need to have at least one of these faiths. So the West African faiths, as long as you've got one of them, you can do this method. And then obviously it has to be unreformed, because if it is reformed, you do the old way. And then, so everything else looks the same by the looks of it as well. So it's just a nice little bit of flavor, changing how you adopt feudal ways. So you'd be feudal and unreformed, which would be kind of interesting to play through. It's a nice, cool little addition for free with the next update that's coming. And that's it. Like I say, a little bit of a small dev diary this week. Nothing too crazy. I thought with the 100th dev diary, we'd have like a little bit more. I don't know what, more of a celebration maybe of like the history of Crusader Kings. I'm not sure. I kind of just expected a bigger dev diary, but this is what we got. Some cool info in there. So interesting to see when they go into more depth about the upcoming free stuff, and then obviously when they talk about the next DLC that's coming, flavor pack for somewhere. We can all have a good guess as to what that might be. But yeah, we're gonna leave it there for today. As always, if you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. Helps other people find the channel in the future. And then, yeah, if you're new and this is your first video you've seen of mine and you've enjoyed it, if you subscribe, I cover the dev diaries for Crusader Kings and some other games. And then I also play Crusader King narrative campaigns and other grand strategy games on the channel. So if that's your kind of thing, you know what to do. But we're going to leave it there, and I'll see you in the next one.